この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Arteezy's returned, and they will lose fly. That jive in from RTW, causing issues for the backline of EG. A double kill.
Buyback.
Has to buy back in ISO size with the Ravage. Destroys Miracle. No buyback on the Morphling. And RTW, he's being pummeled by Arteezy.
This might be it, Gary. I don't know if they can just straight up close out the game, because there will be some overtime damage. We can hear the screams in the background. You know, unfortunately, we did not have a crowd, but that feeling that you get from the players, just they're roaring when they're winning, and
it's
they call it.
There's no answer. NIGMA have no response to EG's aggression. Game 1, Game 2, completely out of their hands.
Oh man, EG played so well. This Tusk pick did a lot for it one more time, showing why he is probably the best, if not one of the best ones. You know, top 3 Tusk players in the world. There's some good ones in the China, and his item build drums. Then he decides to tank up and buff up his own team with the Solar Crest. Like that Ravage we talked about at the start of the game. There is not a single ability that Tidehunter is afraid of, so he will be able to get the Ravage.
Yeah.
There isn't, you know, that burst damage. They cannot burst him. There's no Ursa. There's no Death Prophet that Tidehunter does not love to play into. And yeah, it's just straight up Ravage every single fight whenever they feel they need to either fall back or they need to take the fight. Arteezy, great performance on his Nature's Prophet, getting the most out of the map. You get that level 6, start being active. Big part of their victory was taking the early tower on the bottom early on.
And you were talking about the itemization through that game as well, right? The BKB timings out of EG, Eon discs coming up as well. It just made sure that they always had enough time for that Ravage. Through the arena, through the Supernova, they were able to juke back and forth, make sure that they were playing in and out of team fights, especially with Abed's puck.
Not dewarded throughout like the entire game, and they're just playing around it. They're just like dancing around NIGMA, knowing exactly which fights to take, which fights to avoid. Snowballs out of the arena 2-3 times, catching hook shots. Yeah, top tier. Look at Ice. He was super awake this morning. Look at them. Not yawning or anything.
Ultimately, like, I think 20 minutes in, this Mars felt like
entire DPC.
I'm glad you bring up a different player. I feel like all of us could highlight an individual player from EG today, because they just were that good today. All 5 players just on point. Support's looking great. You know, support players tend to look at supports. Core players look at cores. You can look at anybody and just be like, wow, this player played amazing. This player played amazing.
And overall, though, we still have some pretty exciting games coming up, because Evil Geniuses have to play again today. That is right. They have won. So the series after next, you will see EG fighting one more time. And we actually have an interview. They're gracious. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Good day.
All right. So, rough series, I have to say. I do offer my sincerest apologies. But overall, you guys have had a absolutely tremendous run throughout. So it's something, of course, to be proud of. But obviously, you guys aren't feeling great, but the lame question that I must ask every time is, you know, how you guys doing?
I mean, sadness.
Yes.
Sadness, one word to describe it, I guess. But on the bright side, like, we had a good run. I feel like LGD exposed us yesterday, and it still kind of lingered to today. And yeah, EG came to play today. I don't think we came to play, sadly.
That was kind of going to be my question. Do you think that you guys were a little bit off your game today, or do you think that EG just were out of control?
I mean, a lot of credits to EG. I think they stepped up so much this tournament. They're a great team, but I think we're capable of more than we showed today.
So the next step for you, now that you didn't get, you needed top 2, I believe, to directly qualify for TI. How are you guys going to prepare for the qualifiers? Are you going to take a little bit of a break? How much can you learn from this tournament? I don't know how many games you played. It feels like you played like 30 games or something at this event. It was pretty crazy. So you got a lot of experience. If you could somehow, like, if you had to take like 1 or 2 main things away from this tournament that you think you guys learned a lot that will help you for the qualifiers, what would that be?
I mean, I personally learned a lot about drafting. Like, after every loss, I feel we learn way more than winning 10 games, basically. And other than that, team fighting, team coordination, team awareness. It's like a lot of small things we have to work on.
Well, no one out there can say you guys did not put on a hell of a show. I mean, from going into eliminations and fighting for your lives, you guys have just been slaying it the entire time. So from my heart, and I'm sure so many fans at home, I just want to say, give a big thank you to everything that you guys have brought to this tournament. It has been absolutely amazing to have you here. All right, well, thank you so much. Any final words from you, sir, to the peeps before I let you go?
Classic words, we'll come back stronger.
That's what I like to hear. All right. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, rmN.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that amazing run that Team NIGMA has had this entire time and remind you guys of the magic that the stars have brought to us. So let's take a peek.
I kind of achieved everything. I won Major, I won TI, I won, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 tournaments. The only thing that's left now is to finish my legacy and try to win 3 TIs as first player. And that's how I want to finish it.
My control looking for the turnaround back onto DY, blows through the ET, on 11 PYW, they're starting a miracle. He's still alive. Kuro's finger secures the 5-man wipe for NIGMA.
I think we're one of the better teams dealing well with losses. We're kind of good at that.
I think we're just a bunch of clowns.
My guys are very funny. We always have fun together. That's very important for us. I want to show that I'm the best of all time in the game. Shout out to our sponsors, shout out to all our fans.
Thanks for the support, and we hope to entertain you guys with our Dora.